2018 reveal of a 1998 project 20 years ago, Quake TV, developed by Duke Media. A big thank you to Peter Duke for sharing all of these awesome Quake 2 files, including this map, which was commissioned by none other than Steven Spielberg and GameWorks for a prototype of esport that could be beautiful enough and replay value would be high enough that people would want to spectate and watch the replays of games and death matches and I guess team death matches. But this is QuakeCon 2018, 20 years later, and because of the generosity of Peter Duke, we are getting to play this map tonight with flags on it and probably a lot of players going back and forth. And so it's going to be a beautiful thing. Very excited about it. Beaver, you excited?
I'm excited. There's no flags yet.
I never even got the hook going on it because I was doing it with grappling, I think.
No. Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
You know what's funny? I do still have some memory of this map, but at the same time, I don't anymore. Like, I don't know that
It was all in your imagination.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It could have been.
Oh, you found it. That's the cool thing. So this guy made the map, Peter.
You know what? That Beaver that's where this is going, because it was him and a partner, and I guess like when I first contacted him and let him see all the documentation from the search of 2 years worth of online forum posting and shit trying to find this map, that he was like back in contact with Dude, and Dude was like reminiscing, and I guess they had like a hours long chat about this whole history of this project. And the Immortal, who was the person that made the Machinima video, like kind of commercial for this product, prototype product, and posted it on YouTube, but didn't have any other information, said that the project was very short-lived. And so that's why I'm saying, like, I think it came out as like a sales pitch probably, and the sales pitch might not have been well received, or you know, maybe it was well received, but there was just always more to the story, and something happened and fell through, and then that moment in time where the opportunity existed passed. I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing. But I want to know the bottom line. I want to know the real story. Who made the map? I don't know. I mean, obviously it's you know what, Peter Duke probably already told me this, but I think that he right away said that the map was HIP DM1, which is from Level Lord, and it's like the first Void map, the first ever space map. That's called The Edge of Oblivion, I want to say. And so that's a very famous Quake map. And then you have him saying that that's what that map is, but modified for spectator-worthy gameplay. Because even then, like, that map was like very revolutionary. Like, that's why like the map caught my eye, I think, and I really tried to find it over the years, is that you have like a piece of Quake culture that looks like really well refined, and yet nobody has ever played on it. Like, how does that happen? Like, I think they had to bury the project because of all the commercial ties. So it was never like similar to Generations mod. It was just like buried for a bit. But Generations mod came back and had like a Quake 3 version, and eventually I think whatever forces that stopped it were no longer interested, and I think that you can still play it now. Like I've seen a really great YouTube video that's like 45 minutes long about this guy talking about the mod. I wish I could remember his name and give him credit. But if you look on YouTube for Generations mod Quake 2, there's a really great walkthrough by this guy. It's like a 45-minute video. It's the only one. It's the only one. shout out to that guy. This is Friday night. This is the early part. Before the big games. Well, maybe the big games are happening, but before the Quake 2 Rail Wars big games. This guy stopped by and he's like, oh man, look at that. Such a sick piece, man. I love that piece. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's not my computer. That's like the guy sitting next to me's computer. And he's like, oh, okay, man. Where's your computer? And I'm like, I'm on a fucking laptop. Back off me, bro. Anyway, shout out to Peter Duke, and hopefully I'll get the whole story someday, man. Great map. Looking forward to playing it.
So is there any difference between Fork 2R and my CTF?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't think so, because when I looked at them, the file size was the same.